Hey, good evening and welcome to SIBHQ. My name's Steve and I'm going to be your host this evening. So, how's everyone's day been? Oh, hello. Hey, good evening. Phone's off again. Welcome to SIBHQ. This phone drives us mad. It's absolutely fantastic. But is it a haunted telephone? I'll let you work that one out for yourselves. No, it's not. But, it is something a little bit different. So, tonight, this afternoon, I had a message off Lydia. Are you going live tonight? Hello, Nicola. And I just went, yeah, why not? Didn't even bother to ask what the topic was or what we're going to be doing or how we're going to be doing it or anything else. But here we are. We're live. I haven't got a clue. I might send somebody a random message with a website address in it. And if you do get that, that will bring you live into chat with me. We are just... Oops, I just need... my phone's just playing... My other phone, this one, is just deciding to throw me random stuff up there and out there. Sorry about that. Oops, hello.
Come with me to the grave.
Hello.
I'm coming for you.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So, there we go. Hello, Lydia. Nicola, we're feeling a bit better than we were this morning, shall we say. This morning was still quite uneventful. There was still quite a lot of angst and anger from a lot of people. But things have... things have changed. Things have moved on. We are doing what we're doing and we're enjoying it. I'm just starting a watch party on my phone because there we go. We are who we are. We are stabbed in the back. We have been stabbed in the back several times. I'm just going to give a shout out to a few people. I see that Nicola's live. Nicola's with us. Sharon Evans. The lovely Shazzy, who is through there moderating for me. Dot. A good friend of mine, Mitch B. Lydia. Faye. Lydia's one of our admins. Faye's one of our moderators, and both of them are team members. So that's absolutely fantastic. Gina, got another one there. Rose, good evening. We've had a very emotional couple of days. I still feel we're still going to get a bit of kick out, a bit of fall off and everything else. But at the end of the day, we're doing what we want to do. Hi, Louise. And we can't please everyone. We're not, we've had to move away from certain teams and people. We've had other teams asking if they can see our admin files and everything else for Facebook, which I'm sorry, we're not going to share that. That's personal and private. If you don't like us, sorry, there's the door, move on. We don't mind. You know, we're not going to stand and let people tell us who we can and who we can't have in our group, who we can and who we can't have as moderators or admins. Excuse me, guys, I'm just sorting out a microphone cable. You know, we're not going to have people telling us how much we have to invest into Stabbed in the Back. You know, it's, you know, we do what we do because we want to do something a little bit different. Hi, just say a couple of shout outs here on my phone. Denise, Annette, Lynn, Debs, Jane, Charlotte. You know, hi guys, welcome. Yeah, it's, if anyone ever said that this was going to be easy, everybody would do it. But unfortunately, it's not easy. There will always be conflict, unfortunately. You know, I last night we had an amazing live with Ellie Boiling from the Haunted Dolphin Hotel, you know, and that was absolutely fantastic. Ellie was really quite nervous about coming on because of her anxieties and things like that. And it just, yeah, it helped us through a difficult time yesterday. You know, I'm just going to pop a comment up that Faye's just sent to chat, because Faye is our newest team member. She's also one of our newest mods. She does a lot for us already. She brings a lot of laugh energy in, and you know, it's nice to have people who want to help us move forward. You know, you know, the last couple of days as a team, we've cried a lot. We've been very angry a lot. We've yelled at people a lot. We've yelled at each other. You know, we've said things because we've been hurt. You know, I'm absolutely amazed at the number of people who have decided they want to stick with us. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I turned around and said, "Look, we're nobodies. We're smallest of the small. You know, we haven't started our events properly yet. But tomorrow, Shazzy and I hopefully going out for a little impromptu investigation somewhere. We're going to take a spirit box. Might take some flashy balls. I don't know. You know, we're just going to go do an investigation, probably a graveyard. Not sure yet, but it's, yeah. I just want to share what Nicholas just said. You know, Ellie is a lovely woman. She is absolutely fantastic. You know, the solution that she needs is to have more and more teams booking the hotel to go and do investigations. That is what is needed. We're in the process of getting Ellie set up on Paranormal Venue Advisor. And Jimmy, who is also a great friend of Stabbed in the Back, he's also our new moderator for ufology. He has offered to help Ellie set up a YouTube page so that he can, you know, people who don't use Facebook, but, you know, nearly everybody else uses YouTube, will be able to see what Ellie has to offer at the Haunted Dolphin Hotel. You know, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some videos up on there that guests have taken, things like that. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I just really can't reiterate, guys, just how stoked we are that so many of you have come to us, and you are. Hi JJ, I can see you on my phone. Hi Sue. Hi Lynn. Hi Zoe. Hi Renetta. Oops. So yeah, it's. Oh, this is bizarre. I don't know what I've done. Sorry?
Put Jake's comments up.
What comment was that? I didn't.
Behind you, you guys are amazing. Behind you, 1,000%.
Haven't seen it. I've got so many different screens going. Shazzy's just mentioned something to me about something. One of the comments that's been left, and I just. Yeah. I didn't see it, but thank you to everyone. Last night I spent time talking to Lydia because Lydia was angry. We were both very angry. I'm a bit of an insomniac myself, so I don't mind staying awake and talking to people. Hi Craig. So it's been a very, very emotional couple of days. People we thought were really good friends, we've had to say, unfortunately, we've had to say sorry, goodbye. It hasn't been easy. We're still really in shock, really. But when people can't be honest with, when people start blaming our team for things that another admin has done, but they decide they're going to take it out on one person. Sorry, we don't want to know. We'd rather just get it sorted. And then, when we watched Kenny Saws live this morning, we've known Kenny just over a year, and to just hear the anger, hear him swear, but also for him to turn around and say that, people have said that Lydia stops him going out doing investigations, that kind of thing. It's not true. You heard it himself. He said it himself. Lydia doesn't stop him. Lydia encourages him to go out. And Lydia also encourages us to go out. But one of these days, Lydia's going to be out with us as well. And she's going to be not necessarily sat in the studio, but she's going to be directing the lives when we're out. Everyone, that's if she wants to. Everyone has the opportunity to do something with our team. It's not you do this, you do that, you do the other. Shazzy she's our tech person. So when we're out and about doing investigation, Shazzy has everything, all the apps running on her phone, that kind of thing. Because for me, I've already got the spirits talking to me. They come into my head, they walk through my body, and it's like, oh, it's Steve again, woohoo! Louise, when she comes on her investigation, she brings her lovely little flashy balls. She's going to kill me for that one.
No, you see my comment. Louise is in charge of balls.
Yeah. Louise, Jackie as well. When Jackie comes, Jackie brings her balls. And I'm hoping that when Ian comes, he does as well. But there we go, different story. It's been an interesting year. You know, a lot of us have had issues with health. Everyone in our team has, you know, and unfortunately, health has to come first. So we haven't been able to get out and do as many things as we wanted to. I don't have flashing balls, Lydia. Louise has flashing balls. Jane Keister's got flashing balls. You know, the best balls we've ever seen to use on a ghost event are the £3. It's a £3 set of 2 that you get from Sainsbury's. Little on-off button on the top, and they flash red and blue. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we've seen those get thrown around places, thrown off gravestones, which is quite an interesting one. There's no wind, and suddenly this ball's rolling down the path, and it's like, well, missed that one. Yeah, Paratech is good. We have several apps between us that we use. Hi, Jackie. Yes, we know you like a flashing ball or two. Hi, Claire Louise. Hi, Drew. Hi, Eileen. You know, we like to do things at a slightly slower pace. Okay, we go out. We might say, oh, we're going to investigate this area, that area, everything else area. But 9 times out of 10, we just stay in one place, and then a couple of people wander off, and then they come back. We all come back together, and we discuss what we've seen, what we've heard. Like we did a graveyard over at Burbage near Hinckley in Leicestershire just before Christmas. And Ian and Jackie were with us. Louise Kinky Boots was with us. I'm trying to think who else. I can't remember. And Shazzy as well. Shazzy had to be there because I don't drive. So yeah, we went over to this graveyard. Now I know a lot about the graveyard anyway because that's the church where I was trained to be a vicar. That was the church that was sponsoring me and giving me a lot of support. So I actually knew quite a lot already about the graveyard, about some of the spirits that people had heard, but also the old farm sounds, because the graveyard, the bottom end of the graveyard is built on an old farm. And when you get down the bottom, if it's really quiet, you can actually hear the old milk bottles going chink, 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 chink. Ian came rushing up to me and he goes, I heard milk bottles. And it's like, yep. You know, just to hear it come from somebody else and not just from what I'd read and what I'd received from other people, but to hear it come from one of our associates, you know, it was absolutely fantastic. We had some very interesting conversations with many people, many spirits, I should say. And it was an absolutely fantastic evening. You know, and we can't wait to get out again. You know, it's definitely going to be something very, very different. And now we've got the right team. I know we've said that before, but this time we definitely have got the right team. Yeah, we had the rain that night as well. So that, of course, the rain dampens any other sound. But to hear chinking milk bottles through the rain, that was something a little bit different. But we also went down to a bush at the lower end, the far end of the graveyard. And Ian got his video camera running, and plain as day, on the infrared, you could see a noose hanging down, you know, fully open, the loop at the bottom, hanging down. Yet when we looked past the camera with torches, okay, there's nothing there. We asked several of the team that were with us to come and actually have a look, but we could also hear growling, which was absolutely fantastic. Sorry, I'm just reading Faye's comment. I'll pop it up. You know, she doesn't get things all the time, but when I do, I do, lol. I shot my mate one night. We were sat in a pub garden talking about ghosts, and I could see a spirit behind him. And the things I was telling him, I was getting from this spirit. He was shocked. Though there's a few places like Tutbury Castle, I'm assailed by spirits all the time. I'm there. I understand that, because there are some times when we go out and we do an investigation, and it's like I've got machine gun fire of voices going off in my head. It's just a cacophony of sound, and so many times I just want it to go, leave me alone. Yeah, just reading what Jackie's just she's on the watch party, and Jackie says Louise kept falling in towards graves. It was almost as though there was a spirit behind her trying to push her into a grave. This one particular grave, it was really quite interesting, and it did look like she was very drunk. Right, who was that? Jade Gillen says, I'd love to do an invest and put my gifts to good use. Come join us. You know, if you have the opportunity in March, we're down in Littlehampton. We're at the Dolphin Hotel with the team, and hopefully a load of the public are going to come join us. It's £30 a ticket. You know, if that is something that you're looking for, you know, you're more than welcome to come join us. Also, we're going to go out and recce a few new places. And if you're, you know, we're based in Warwickshire at the moment. So where we are, if you want to come out, if you're local to us, you know, you're more than welcome to come join us when we go out and do our graveyards and other little interactions. Another one from Faye. There's a little girl at Tutbury who loves to come to talk to her and shouts at her until I go up to the folly and sit and talk to her for a bit. I need to talk to you about that one, Lydia. But yeah, I'd like to because that is a fantastic place. Oh dear, Bill and Ben. I know a joke about Bill and Ben, but if there's children watching, I can't say it. It's a bit rude, so I'm not going to say it. Yeah, we've you know, we've got a couple of new teams going on in Stabbed in the Back. Jimmy is heading up the ufology, so that's anything to do with UFOs, aliens, that kind of thing. Jimmy Pearson is going to be doing that for us. He's also one of our moderators. We've also got a team that are working behind the scenes to find new locations. Currently, they're looking in Oxfordshire, but it might be an idea for other events if we start looking a little bit wider afield. If that is something that you think you might be interested in, could you message Shazzy, please, and just talk to Shazzy. I've just had a message from my good friend Craig. It says, hi mate, when you're down Littlehampton, please check out Clapham Woods nearby. I don't think you'll be disappointed. That's a challenge, and we like challenges, don't we, Shaz?
We do.
You know, so you know, there we go. We'll hopefully have time to go and investigate Clapham Woods, and I'll also start doing a bit of history searching as well to see what we can find out about Clapham Woods. But no, thank you, Craig. That sounds absolutely amazing. Yes, and yes, when we see each other on the 23rd of Feb, we can talk a bit more about that. Craig and I are both photographers as well, and we've both got a passion for the 4x4s, you know, off-road racing, that kind of thing, which is what I've been involved with for 12 years. Craig's done a lot of horsey stuff, gymkhanas, that kind of thing, and is slowly getting into cars and trucks. So Craig's coming on board as basically one of my proteges, shall we say, for 4x4 racing, 4x4 involvement photography, that kind of thing. And we're going to an event where I am the senior media bod for this, senior photographer for this event, and I'm actually looking forward to it because it'll be my first time out for 2 years because I'm being ill. So yeah, Craig says it was the scariest night of his life, you know. But I've got to be careful because I've seen Sprout. Sprout is his 4x4. It's a nice little truck. I look at it sometimes and I think, oh, crikey. You know, I've seen it at weird angles and it looks a bit scary. So yeah, so that's Clapham Woods at Littlehampton. We're also talking to Ellie about doing, I think is it Arundel Prison? Was it Arundel, Shaz?
Something like that.
Yep. And doing a combined team with our team and Ellie's team. So, you know, doing Light Paranormal and SIB coming together to go and do that, which is going to be something that's a little bit different. I can see from chat that there's obviously a talk about scones going on, you know, scones and clotted cream and jam, so cream teas. So Cornish cream tea, or even a Devon cream tea, or just any cream tea, when you have your scone with its cream and its jam, what goes on first, the cream or the jam? Now, I'm a Devon lad, and I will always say the cream goes first because it's like putting thick butter on your scone, then you jam on top. See? Faye knows what I mean. Cream first, then the jam. And then if you've got some left, more cream on top. You know, we do have random lives here on Stabbed in the Back. There are times when some afternoons I'll do a random live and it could be something that's on topic in the papers, in the news, or how we're feeling. You know, it's just one of those things. We like to try and mix things up a bit. I'm not saying that we're all mixed up, but I'll let you work that out for yourselves. I know I am. You know, I really want to give a really big shout out to the team. So that's a big shout out to Shazzy, to Lydia, to Kelvin, Louise, Faye, and myself. You know, thank you guys for, oh, and Jimmy as well. Mustn't forget Jimmy, you know, on Stabbed in the Back mods. You know,
Jackie and JJ as well, because they're doing the location.
we've got Jackie and JJ who are doing locations. They're doing the locations. You know, you guys have seen everything that's happened the last 2 days. Our chat messages have been solid full of crap from a lot of things, you know, and I just want to say thank you to each one of you for sticking by us. You know, I wouldn't, you know, we wouldn't have been surprised if you decided to walk, you know, and go, right, I don't want to be associated with these guys anymore, but you haven't. You've stuck by us, and that's, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, that's a really big thank you. Oh, Nicola, that's don't. You're making me hungry. I'm diabetic and I've got to be so careful. Look at this. Nicola goes, I'm not keen on scones or cream, more of a hot chocolate, fudge cake and vanilla ice cream person. Wow. I'll do the vanilla ice cream. I love vanilla ice cream, but it's got to be done properly. It has to have proper vanilla in it, you know. Jade, if you can get to, we're going to be doing some Lincolnshire based investigations at some point. If you can get up there and it's something that you're interested in, drop us a line, let Lydia know, and she can always bring it back to us. Oops, I just lost my life party, my watch party. There we go. So yeah, that is a nice dessert, you know. Right. When it comes to ice cream, is it better to have it? Let me think. Being a chef, there's 3 different ways to make ice cream. One is in a machine that does that. Okay. One is in a machine that does that. So you've got a shaker, a churner, or literally is it a case of you put it in a plastic tub and every 30 minutes you break the ice crystals up? Thank you, Denise. Okay. Thank you, Denise. Here we go. I'm just going to pop this up from Denise. I've honestly missed what's going on, but all I see is a lot of upset people who I like. You know, we've moved on. You know, we've had to take things out for ourselves and start again. Well, not start again, but you know what I mean. Yes, Jackie. Sorry, I'm just, you know, you are all still here, Jackie, and we do appreciate it. You know, you and Ian, you know, all of everyone who has stuck by us, all of you guys, you know, it's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I'm just going to share this with you from Lydia. You know, Lydia does. We spend hours on the phone with Lydia. And, you know, I spent hours on the phone to Steve and Shazzy. This morning she heard Shazzy upset and me, and it made her cry. We do this because we want to understand as well. You know, part of me is still a skeptic or slightly skeptic. And the other part of me is, yes, ghosts and spirits exist, ufology, all of this, you know. Yeah. Whether, as she says, whether there is 5 or 500 watching, we're not bothered. You know, I've done lives when I've had 3 people watching, you know, and those 3 people have helped build our fan base, you know. So yeah, it's been a bit hard. You know, out of that fan base, Lydia was one of them. Lydia was one of those ones that would come on and watch us because we were different, because we are different. You know, we have tried to do things how all the big teams do it. It doesn't work for us. So we are going to move on and we're going to write it out ourselves and we're going to do it ourselves how we want to do it. I'm just going to share this one from Louise. This is fantastic. Bring on the dolphin. You know, Louise knows, we've done scary places, you know, or things that most people would find scary. And it's been absolutely fantastic having the right people with us. Every team has ups and downs. Nobody gets it right first time. If we all got it right first time, nobody would bother because we'd all be out doing it.
Wow.
Got a keyword alerting staff. I'll just have a look. Yeah, we have certain little keywords in on our posting stabbed in the back, and if it's a swear word, it tends to kick it up. Is it Faye?
I'm just reading Lydia's comment.
It's Jane. Sorry, it's Jane. It's Jane. She goes. Jane commented on your post. Denise Stahl, posh my ass, Saint Ives maid. Got to keep that one. Yeah, that's gone on. Don't worry. So yeah, yeah, we have a lot of the swear words and words like ass and ass, whatever. They actually do flick up. Faye had one the other week, just went, just after she became a mod, and she posted something up. It was the letter 5, and no, it's the worm. 4 little Indians, 2 hold hands. It begins to rain, so we put the umbrella up. There we go. That's the easy way to do it. She put that word, and it came up as a keyword. So when we told her, oh no, it's ping the keyword thing, she promptly changed it. And I went, oi, put it back, because it was funny. So she did. So then it pinged the keyword thing again. So, I've said it twice already. Without you guys, our supporters, we wouldn't be here. You have given us so much love the last couple of days that it is something a little bit fantastic. We've tried, we've crashed, we've burned, we've done everything. But also at the same time, we've done the Phoenix. We're rising out of the ashes. Again, it's not the first time. It's not the second time. I've lost count. But we are rising. I don't care what people say about us anymore. We know who we are. We know who our team are. And we know who you are. We're pretty certain we still got a couple of snakes who are feeding information back. So what? Let them. The other teams are all going to get pig sick of it sooner or later, and it's going to be, oh, well, sod off, we don't want to know. So let's just keep going. Lydia. Oh, got to share this one, guys. This one's fun. Lydia says, get on the naughty step. Hi, Elvira. Right. Olivera's on YouTube. So because we're actually streaming both live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, which is a lovely thing that we can do with our piece of software. So Olivera is actually one of our YouTube subscribers. USA cause the Third World War. Yeah, I think they will. And it's getting to the point where it's getting very, very dangerous. I'm going to throw one of these out at you. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Glenn. I'm going to throw a theory out there, okay? These UFOs that we see, are they, or could they be, aircraft that have not yet been released as production fighters, bombers, etc., that are being flown by America, being flown by Britain, flown by all the... Oh, hello, we've got another one. Could they all be weird and wonderful, wacky? Jane, don't worry about it. I'm keeping that comment as well. Could they be things that we don't yet know about? It is something to really think about. I've totally lost my pause and everything. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't tonight. Sorry?
You're winging it.
No. That one's broken. I'm not winging it. We're just we're coming back down to earth gracefully. As I say, we know we've lost members, but we also know we've gained members because we're not dealing with the crap that we were dealing with and having people. I hate to say it, guys. I'm going to swear here. They're not going to poo and pee on us from a great height anymore. Oh, it is for some people, Shaz. Shaz said that's not swearing. I thought, well, no, I better keep it clean. One of the things that we are hoping to do this year or next year is create a roadmap of where our members live, you know, so that we can look at perhaps doing a road trip where we come and investigate, you know, ancient stones, a hill where, you know, there may have been a coven or where there may have been people murdered, a graveyard, a building, you know, come and investigate, and then ask you to, you know, if you belong to a local team or you know the local team, invite them to come along as well. If we keep it out of a building that we don't have to pay for, it makes it a lot easier for everybody. Excuse me. It just went dark. Faye, that was your fault. I'm blaming you for that one, Faye. That is definitely Faye's fault. Yeah, that one was definitely Faye's fault. You don't need to create a roadmap, AA sell them. Well, actually, I do need to create a roadmap because the one that the AA does, it's all over multiple pages. I want it on a great big sheet of A36. So there we go. Or is it 320? I can't remember. So, but yeah. Here we go. Jane, I love UFO stories. I've seen enough of my own. I've experienced bits and pieces. Just going to say a big shout out to one of our newest associates. It's Damon James. He's an absolutely cracking character. He is a skeptic, but he wants to learn more. And we have told him that we will take him out and we'll teach him. We'll show him. And hopefully spirits will come and talk to him and throw stones at him and, you know, everything else. But just, we don't want the cars thrown at him at the moment. Sorry, not at the moment ever. But yeah, there we go. Yeah. I was abducted, yes, sorry. You know, I got zapped and then they decided they didn't want me because I've got nothing interesting. Oh, Faye. What can I say? Oh dear. So yeah, yeah. You know, I love UFOs. I'm also learning to love cryptozoology, which is the other pseudoscience that comes under the paranormal. That's the hunt, things like the hunt for Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Beast of Bodmin Moor. You know, all these things that people swear blind they've seen, and to some degree there is some evidence of their existence. But scientists come along and go, oh, no, you can't have that. That doesn't bode. You know, there are, at the moment, I think it's 10 teams out in America, out in the wilderness, looking for Bigfoot. And they've had multiple sightings. You know, things like the Yeti. You know, thank you, Annette. I saw that. I think Steve's an alien because of the knowledge he has. No, as a child, I read the Encyclopedia Britannica 4 times in 2 weeks. Every single book. I love knowledge. I love everything that comes out of knowledge, because knowledge is key. Knowledge is key to everything. But then we go do a pub quiz. I'm the one that normally walks away with a wooden spoon because I can't remember anything. You know, Kenny is an alien. We're all aliens, you know, because we know, you know, definition of an alien. You look it up in a dictionary, definition of an alien. It is a person who is away from the place that they were born. Wow. Yeah, I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just catching up on some of the comments. Denise, my dad and ex-husband saw Bodmin Beast. Shocked my dad so much. He still talks about it every so often. When I was on exercise in Wales, we saw this creature. I don't really know. I think it was a panther. There's about 30 of us. It literally walked through our camp. That's how close it got. Yet when we look, it was raining heavily. Okay, so this thing came through. We were all in vehicles and tents and whatever. It walked straight through the camp. There were footprints on the ground from a big cat. Yet in the morning, everyone's going, like, everyone's talking about it, going, did we see it or did we imagine it? And it's like, well, you can't have 600 guys and lasses hallucinate this bloody great big beast walking through your camp. You know, it's what was that?
They should just give something away about a program.
Where am I looking? Ah, you see? Each to their own, you know. Each their own, you know. Yeah, we saw this panther, and it wasn't scary, but it was that thought that, you know, this is a wild animal walking through our camp. It could actually attack us. Lydia, sure. You know, you need a passport to get into Wales these days. So yeah. Yeah, there is a panther. There's actually 2 or 3 panthers loose on Bodmin Moor now. There was apparently there's the original beast, and then there was another one that escaped from, I can't remember if it was a zoo or a traveling circus, and apparently they've mated and they've got babies and everything else. So these babies are about 10 years old now. So it's something that is a little bit different. I'm just catching up with waving at people. You know, it's a bit like being at the seaside. Wave. So yeah. Who'd like a shout out? Just put shout out in chat. There we go. Let's do something different. The hand of Dartmoor, yeah. Wow, Karen, I read something similar about that about 10 years ago. That A rhesus blood is A rhesus negative is what they call alien blood. Shout out, who was that? Yeah. Hello, Jade Gillen, one of our group members, looking to come on a ghost hunt. Wants to get scared. No, you don't want to get scared. Shout out what?
No, you should put shout out.
Oh, shout out. What? Faye, when you go to Wales, there's wide boar. I've seen wild boar in Wales. The wide ones, they're the ones that can't fit through the gaps in the hedges, aren't they? Sorry.
So Frank first speak.
Right. Frankie, go to sleep or else I'll set that ghost on you. I will not ignore Jade. Thank you very much, Faye. Ooh, who's put in the F word?
Jeez.
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Language. If you go on and invest with Jade, take your passport. Why? Because you get ID'd in the pub. Yeah, wild boars are quite broad across their shoulders. They're about 3.5 to 4 feet wide. You know, one of those hits you, you know about it. It'll kill your car. It's like badgers. You know, people look at badgers, they think they're soft, graceful, gentle creatures. All these boy racers and louts that drive at them thinking, yeah, it'll just bounce, and then wonder why their car just stops dead and breaks. So yeah. What, only Jade wanted a shout out and Frankie? Oh, dearie me. No, Frankie is one of our stabbed in the back junior ghost hunters.
He said you're not allowed to tell him what to do.
Who said that?
Frankie.
Frankie, I'm gonna do this. There we go. I've sent the passive thought your way. Sorry? Annette! There we go. Shout out. Hi, Annette.
We have a newbie watching for the first time.
Who's up?
I think you pronounce it Lauren. It's Lauryn.
Apparently, we have somebody on tonight. It is their first time of watching Stabbed in the Back. Now, Shazzy says she thinks your name is pronounced. How'd it go? Lauren?
I've just put it in comments. The first name.
Yeah, Lauren.
Lauren.
Or Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
She's watching the first time.
welcome. You know, it's nice to have new members. You know, I've totally lost my train of thought again, and I haven't got it. Sorry,
Jade's daughter's laughing at you.
Jay's daughter's laughing at me. Well, there we go. You know, I'm a funny man. At least the phone stopped ringing now. Phone home. Well, it's got. I say, my phone stopped ringing. So at the moment, you know, that's a bit daft.
You've got to set it off. Show Lydia. She'll love it.
Yeah. Oops. Right. This is my phone. This is my special phone. This, you know, let's get the microphone out of the way. He is absolutely fantastic.
Look behind you.
No, there's nothing there. I did have a look.
I know who you are.
Now, a lot of people know.
Please check the number or try your call again. This is a recording.
There we go. This is what happens. So I switch it off. There we go. I collect skulls. I collect weird and wacky things with skulls. As you can see behind me, there's 5 there. Okay, there's this one here. Excuse me. I've also got up behind me Jekyll and Hyde. Well, they're not Jekyll and Hyde, but you've got this one here, which is a Halloween banner that says Beware. And then you've got this one, which is Banshee. But in the cupboard in the lounge, there's another 20 odd skulls, bits and pieces. I also have, if you like, Iron Maiden. And you've ever, you know, I've got this guy. And I've got the entire rock band. It was a Christmas present from my grandsons. You know, for me, skulls are a way of reconnecting with the dead. We all have one, you know. Lydia put that quiz up earlier. How many skulls can you see? The answer is actually 5, because you look at 1 and you look at 4. So there we go. Eddie. Thank you, Shaz. His name went totally out of my head. I also have, I have the Nemesis Now Iron Maiden tankard, which has Eddie on it. And it's, yes, please. It's absolutely fantastic. It is a limited edition item.
You just have an amazing lady that bought it for you.
I do have, Shashi's just put the words in my mouth, you know. I have an amazing lady who bought it for me. Thank you. Oh, it's heavy as well. You know, look at this. Absolutely fantastic. And then the handle is made up of the Union Jack on a pole, you know, and then again, you got Eddie on the other side. You know, absolutely fantastic. And Nemesis are the only company to have the license to make Iron Maiden stuff. They also do stuff for Motorhead and a couple of the other heavy metal bands. Now, I used, when I was 16, I answered an ad in a magazine to go and take photos of bands. Little did I know, I didn't know anything about this magazine, this newspaper at the time. It's called New Music Express. Where are we? 16. I'm now cheapers. 36. No, that's not right. 32 years later. I don't take photos for New Music Express anymore, but I have been on stage with hundreds of musicians, and I loved every single moment of it. You know, I loved being a music photographer, and it is something that is very, very passionate for me. You know, they are, Iron Maiden are absolutely fantastic band. You know, some people say they can't understand a single word they say. That doesn't matter. We don't mind. You know, but if you listen to the lyrics that they write and the music, it really does talk to you in a deeper sense.
She's a cheeky spot.
Oh, dearie me. Can I kick her out of chat?
Do you study theology?
I used to study theology. Who asked that?
Jane.
Yes, Jane. I was trained to be a vicar in the Anglican Church, and having grown up with a pagan family, with my grandparents, my grandfather was a Celtic Druid, my great uncle was a Celtic Druid, and various other family members were Druids. My grandmother was a Wicca. So you know, I got forced to go to church when I was 12, and I thought that I had a calling to be a vicar. So I went through ABBAM, which is the selection process to be a vicar. I was at the theological college. I'm not allowed to say which one because I upset quite a few people. I asked questions like, why do we celebrate Jesus' birthday on the 25th of December when, as everybody is aware, the general census is taken between the first week of June and the last week of July in the census year. These days it takes a little bit longer. So technically, if that was the case and they were going back to Bethlehem to be counted for the census, Jesus would have been born somewhere between June and July. Second question I asked, why do you take how does the church explain why we have a Christmas tree inside a church or in somebody's house? So that kind of just, yeah. I became known as a troublemaker. They called me a troublemaker, and they excluded me from my studies. It's all about pagan holidays. Do you know why Easter changes? It's because of the solstice. Do you know why we have a Christmas tree in our homes at Christmas time, at the end of the year? You put the evergreen into your home with the holly, with the ivy and the berries, because it reinvigorates the energies in your house ready for the coming year, the coming spring. You know, hi Jimmy, you don't have to be sorry, we know you're late. But then I know with Jimmy, he'll come on, spend a bit of time on here, say hi, everything else. But Jimmy has to be at work at 4 a.m. every morning now for the next however long. He's a sailor, so he'll be off on the ships doing whatever. He's a ferryman. Yes, I did study theology. I have half a theology degree. And so, yeah, for me, it helps. But I lost my faith through that, being told that I was asking all the wrong questions. And I embraced my true calling as a Celtic Druid. So, yeah. So yeah, lots of things. I've had a very interesting life so far. All right, Craig, take care, my friend. Always good to see you when you pop on. Jimmy, is that the one that you sent me? You should have had your invite for your stabbed in the back mod position. We've put you in. And we'd like you to run the ufology section on Stabbed in the Back, please. Oh no, it's still showing you as pending. So yeah, there we go. The Victorians were to blame for a lot of things, but it was Queen Victoria a lot of the time. Why has that gone red? No, it's gone blue. There we go. My studio clock was telling me I've gone over the hour, and it was asking me, did I want to continue? So yeah, we're just playing around with a few things. Yes, she did make it popular to have the tree brought inside, but then she also made it popular for people to put candles on the trees. So when they brought the trees inside, put the candles on, they then happened to set fire to the evergreen, which burned with ferocity because of the sap that resides within the green branch, within the green pins and the branches, and it burnt quite a few houses down. Great fire at was it not Crystal Palace, the other one, Alexander. I can't remember. One of the palaces had a major fire because of something very, very, very similar to that. Can't remember. Brains. I've slept since then.
Windsor Castle caught fire, didn't it?
Yeah, that was something else. Yeah. Yeah. So Jimmy, if you'd like to become, because you're asking about posting up stuff for ufology, we'd like to welcome you. So let me just see if I can do this. Got to find him now. All right, let me just see if this will resend it to you. If you dive on after this broadcast, Jimmy, if you dive on to Stabbed in the Back, it might actually just pop up and say that you've been invited. So yeah, Jimmy has an amazing understanding of ufology. What? My glasses are wonky. What?
Get a fair t-shirt or badge for doing it.
Huh? I said, you've already had your badge. What more do you want? There we go. I've got a message here from Rose. How are you, Steve? Sorry, I haven't been on. Been unwell. I'm okay, Rose. Tired. Yeah, and the team's all getting back on its feet as well. So we're all good. Wow, there's loads of people on here. There's loads of people everywhere. It's been an absolutely fantastic evening. We might do a live tomorrow night. Might have something a little bit more constructive. We'll just wait to see. It might even be Shazzy and me tomorrow night. But we'll wait and see.
See how my eyes.
See how her eye is. No, I didn't punch her in the eye. She's had an eye infection, and according to our grandson, who also had an eye infection, it's not conjunctivitis, it's eye bogies. So I'm going to leave you with that message. Don't have conjunctivitis, have eye bogies. Don't have nightmares, guys, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.